Have you ever held on to a grudge so long that it almost felt like carrying a backpack full of bricks? Maybe someone betrayed your trust, hurt you with words they can never take back, or abandoned you when you needed them most. At first, you tell yourself you're fine, that you've moved on. But then, every time their name comes up or a memory flashes across your mind, your body tenses, your heart races, and suddenly that backpack of bricks feels heavier than ever. This is the silent weight so many of us carry: unforgiveness. We may not see it, but its effects run deep. It shows up in anxiety, in sleepless nights, in bitterness we can't explain, even in physical symptoms like headaches, tension, or fatigue. Unforgiveness becomes invisible chains, tying us not just to the person who hurt us, but to the pain itself. And here's the truth: forgiveness isn't about letting someone off the hook. It's not saying what they did was okay. Forgiveness is about setting yourself free. It is an act of self-liberation. Understanding forgiveness, a paradigm shift. Let's clear up a common misunderstanding. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting. It doesn't mean excusing, and it certainly doesn't mean reconciling with someone who continues to hurt you. Forgiveness is a paradigm shift, a new way of looking at the pain. It's moving from, "I am a victim of what happened," to, "I will not let what happened define my future." Science even backs this up. Studies show that people who practice forgiveness experience lower blood pressure, stronger immune systems, better sleep patterns, less anxiety and depression. In other words, forgiveness heals not just your heart, but your body. From a spiritual perspective, forgiveness is like unclogging a blocked river. The flow of peace, joy, and new opportunities can't fully move through us while we're holding on to anger and resentment. By releasing the past, we make space for new energy to enter. Practical steps to begin your forgiveness journey. So, how do we begin? Forgiveness is not a switch you flip. It's a process, a journey. Here are some simple yet powerful steps. 1. Identify the person or situation. Get specific. Who or what are you still carrying inside? Sometimes just naming the burden is the first step to loosening its grip. The letter you never send. Write a letter to the person who hurt you. Pour out every emotion you've been holding back. Say everything you wish you could say. Then, keep it or destroy it. But don't send it. This act alone can release years of pent-up emotions. Visualize release. Try this mindfulness exercise. Close your eyes. Picture yourself holding a heavy rope tied to a weight. That weight is your pain. Now, see yourself letting go of the rope. Watch the weight fall away. Feel the lightness in your hands, body, and heart. Forgiveness isn't just a mental choice. It's something you can embody. The ripple effect. Forgiving others, forgiving yourself. Forgiveness doesn't stop with others. It also includes ourselves. Many of us hold on to self-blame, guilt, or shame. We replay past mistakes over and over, punishing ourselves long after the moment has passed. But here's a question. If you can forgive others for being imperfect, why not yourself? Self-forgiveness is recognizing, I did the best I could with what I knew at the time, and now I choose to move forward with compassion for myself. Forgiveness also transforms relationships. When you stop carrying bitterness, you show up differently, with more patience, empathy, and kindness. It doesn't mean every relationship will be restored, but it does mean you'll no longer spread the poison of resentment into your future connections. And stories of transformation through forgiveness are everywhere. The mother who forgave the man who took her son's life, and in doing so, found peace instead of lifelong bitterness. The spouse who forgave infidelity and found healing, not necessarily through reconciliation, but through reclaiming their own power and dignity. The survivor of abuse who learned that forgiveness wasn't saying it was okay, but saying, I will no longer let what happened own me. Each of these stories proves forgiveness doesn't change the past, but it radically transforms the future. Sustaining your liberated state. Here's something important. Forgiveness is not a one-time event. It's a practice, like exercise or meditation. Some days you'll feel the release, other days the old wound will sting again, and that's okay. Healing is a process. So how do you sustain this liberated state? Gratitude. Each day, write down one thing you're thankful for. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's broken to what's beautiful. Mindfulness. Notice when anger or resentment creeps back in. Take a breath. Remind yourself, I have chosen peace. Journaling. Keep a forgiveness journal. Track your progress. Write down your struggles and celebrate your victories. Remember, forgiveness is like tending a garden. You don't just plant the seed, you water it, you nurture it, you protect it. Over time, it grows into peace, freedom, and joy. A call to action. So, what burden are you still carrying today? Whose name still makes your chest tighten? What memory still steals your peace? Imagine what your life would look like without that weight. Imagine waking up lighter, freer, more present. That life is waiting for you on the other side of forgiveness. Forgiveness is not weakness. It is strength. It is the courage to say, I will not let the pain of yesterday dictate the joy of tomorrow. Today, I invite you to take your first step. Write that letter. Take that deep breath and visualize the release, and begin your journey into freedom. Because the power of forgiveness isn't just about setting others free, it's about finally setting yourself free.